It's a miracle move. Thomas is at one of the biggest barrel of his career.
The winner of the North Speed Medal 2020 is Scott Emery.
Well, seems we're back. Round two of this attempt at another podcast.
Round two, the season started again, and round one's come and gone. I didn't realise.
No, look, we had the podcast thing set up. It was all ready to go, but then I didn't change it over. It was going through the laptop audio, so it was clipping like nothing else. And
that's the problem.
Yeah, so it would have been awful. But
You love a good clipper.
in the beginning, anyway, we're back. It does sound a bit Borat when I do it, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's like in binging.
In the beginning.
You haven't
People-
seen that video.
Search the beninging on YouTube.
You can actually just
Poor
type in
bugger.
on YouTube in the beginning, and you should also get it because.
Oh, is that how you found it?
Well, yeah, I think to try and spell it the way we're saying it.
In the beninging.
I think I'd have as much trouble typing as that guy had saying it.
Fair.
Poor bugger.
He
Well,
really committed to the cause though.
He's needed to say it correctly. Then again, what language does he speak? Could I say in the beginning in his language?
Well,
Yeah,
that's
probably
the
not.
thing. That's something that I always think of. Is like that bloke could probably speak 6 languages. So, and I
Yep.
can hardly speak English. So.
I can speak too. English? Bad English.
Oh, there you go. Well, there you go.
What do you reckon?
First podcast from the new studio here, and as you
Yeah.
can see, the bloody Huddo's been busy. I have
Put some time and effort in.
he's put some time and effort in here, and I haven't done anything to. I've just walked in here, and it looks pretty bloody good. I like the toucan.
Yeah, the big Guinness
Reminds me
poster.
of the Fruit of Loops.
Bought that in at the Guinness Brewery in Dublin.
There you go. It's pretty sick. So am I missing the toucan thing? Is there a toucan on the can?
No, so it's an older can. As you can see on the front of the table here, we've got the retro cans.
And it's got a lobster.
lobster beer.
Okay.
We'll go through them all. There's your big toucan beer if you want to have a look.
Yeah, but like, what's on a regular Guinness can?
No,
A
well,
toucan?
it's just black now, isn't it? It's just
Yeah,
a plain
just-
can. These are like what it used to be. There's a big toucan. couple
Oh,
of toucans.
so they're throwbacks. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, so these are the retro big tortoise.
Yeah, nice. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, so carry a toucan would fly it across the country. The turtle, carry a turtle.
Carry a
And the
turtle.
lobster would, do all the underwater, Atlantis and all that. Take the Guinness down.
Yeah, all the international fair.
Down where all the internet cables are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Is that what we got?
Yep.
Shall we wrap it up?
Yep, that's all we've got. So what do you want to go through, boys? Look, you called this meeting. What have you got?
Did we?
You did.
No, well, I was just keen to have a little catch up and
After a long lunch.
yeah,
It's been a long lunch. So we're at B Deluxe. We had a few beers.
had a couple of Be Kind rewinds.
Yes, Mountain Culture. Thank you very much for that.
On tap.
Delicious. Delicious.
having right now?
Bloody. Oh well, yeah,
Actually,
I'm having.
starting this time, it's a bit of an interesting.
Yes. Oh well, that's it.
dynamic.
It should be a definite different ending. I'll tell you. So I'm on the light speed so far. Mountain Culture Oak Cream IPA 7% after a couple of Be Kind rewinds.
Delicious.
And they are delicious. So thank you for that. Gratz, what do you got? We've already heard it's pretty good.
And in the Hope Brewery Imperial Mango Sour. Now, if you've had a sour before, I can understand. If you get one, it's around 4%. It can be a little bit sour, and they can sort of still taste a little bit like beer. I know my wife always says that. She's like, oh, I get it, but it still tastes like beer afterwards.
Yeah, who would have fucking thought beer?
No,
Tasting
no.
like beer.
But as I think you guys would also agree, once you get an Imperial one, so this Imperial being 7% for a sour, the higher the alcohol goes up, the more it just tastes like a big bloody sour gobstopper.
Oh, it's so
melted
much
down
better.
into alcohol.
Yeah,
Like, I'm
it-
not
it
getting
is
a beer
delicious.
flavour afterwards, to be completely fair. And it's a mango, and as we all know, mango is the best fruit.
Yeah.
Yes?
Yeah, I don't want to. Maybe that's a different podcast ranking our fruits because
So,
I don't want to
most
crown.
underrated
I
fruits.
don't want to crown a winner now.
I have to say, I did say yeah, but if I get it on like a fork and I can eat it, all good. But if you got it and it's going down your
Yeah.
fucking elbows,
Yeah.
nah, not interested.
Yeah, but no, it makes it very... Any mango and any beer. What's the other one that with like a...
Passion fruit's a decent one.
Passion fruits are good in beer.
Guava.
Guava.
Surprisingly.
Guava's the one. Guava's probably that...
Guava. I don't even know what that looks like. What
Yeah.
is it?
What is it?
What's a guava look
well,
like?
I can tell you. Here we go. What do we got on the Googles? Guava, common tropical fruit, kind of looks like that.
Like a watermelon.
It kind of looks like a
Is it
shit
big?
apple.
Is it big?
a shit apple. It tastes better than apple.
Yeah, no, I'm saying, but like it looks like if you picked it off the tree, you'd be like, oh, this apple's a bit yuck.
Yeah, fair enough.
The one that I like in beer that I hate as a fruit is grapefruit.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Horrible.
But
As a
put it in
fruit,
a
anyone
beer.
like
Yeah.
grapefruit?
Put it in a beer. Delicious. Thank
It's
you.
fine.
Yep.
Yeah. Is that all you got?
Yeah,
for your
yeah.
hope?
Just if you see it and
I think they've got a few.
sours.
They got a few imperial. Like I think you said
Hope
it.
do.
Sours suck, in my opinion. I'm not into sours, but imperial sours are a totally different story.
Yeah, they're completely different beasts. But yeah, no, it's and Lane Cellars. This was purchased from as well, which we've talked about before, just before the season wrapped up. They got a couple in there, so please, Olive Street, Albury, get in there, and Orange. Don't know what street they're on.
Is it Olive Street?
It is. in
I
Albury.
don't know the streets. That
Yeah,
run
no, it is Olive
perpendicular
Street,
to
yeah.
Dean Street. They're all just
Ah.
the street that has this on it.
Yeah.
That's as good as it
Yeah.
gets for me.
Kiwi Street.
Kiwi Street,
Yeah. Yeah. Well. Yeah.
Guava Street. Well, I've got the mountain culture on topic. The collab they did with Capital that released during the week, the West Coast Napa.
You can't go wrong with both of those breweries, in my opinion.
No, they're delicious. And this one is delicious.
What's your? So, have you got any other tasting notes? Because I have a few.
You
So-
had it very recently.
I had it recently as
No,
well.
last night.
So a standard West Coast IPA, so it's very hoppy
Yeah.
compared to an East Coast IPA or a traditional New England IPA where it's a lot fruitier. Well, I think that's the point, is that it's because they're doing the big handshake on the front, like we've seen the memes.
Predator.
Predator.
Dylan,
Oh,
you
yeah.
son of a bitch.
It was, wasn't
Yeah.
it? Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it is. Sorry. So it is a West Coast New England IPA. So it's the meeting of the West and East Coast. So it has the hoppiness of a West, the bitterness of a West Coast, and the fruity haze of an East.
Yeah, I love everything about this. So, which one's the West Coast? So, I know
Based
what
on the colours,
Sorry,
Capital.
Okay,
You know,
yeah, so-
LA.
yeah. So they both have American brewers. Are they head brewers?
Well,
And one's from the West Coast, one's from the East. Is that what the deal
that's
is?
interesting. I could not tell you the answer to that. Wade from the West, who
Yeah.
is from Capital, and
Yeah,
DJ, as we know,
Yeah.
of Mountain Culture fame, is East Coast.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So yeah, they've met in the middle to brew a radical hybrid
Yeah.
IPA.
And it is radical.
It is radical.
Radical.
And radical, man. And also tasting it. I love that I can go, oh, this kind of tastes like Capital. And then at the end with the soft mouthfeel. Now,
Yeah.
I didn't know. I still don't really know what that means, but I can tell it's both from Capital and Mountain Culture.
Yeah, because I think Mountain Culture, what I've determined over time, and I might be completely false, and I don't know if they do this on purpose.
Could
but
just be your tongue, is what you're saying.
No. I'm saying that Mountain Culture tends to be almost pillowy, like it's soft.
Yeah, but
Like it's like
how?
You could
It's-
sleep in it.
Yeah, like whereas like the Capital, you can, like a lot of beers, you can taste each individual bubble, you can taste the carbonation. Whereas the Mountain Culture, just by being carbonated, whether it's the thickness or the lactose or what they put in, it's like it's just smooth. It just kind of rests on your tongue, and you're like, oh, this is nice.
One and done is very apt for them, I believe, because it's so. I guess I think of almost thick when I think pillowy, and I feel
Yeah.
like when I have one, I'm like, I've had all that I need of this,
And-
it was perfect. It was all I
Well,
needed.
you need to. It needs to be all that you need, because if you have if you have your Mount Culture beer, like we're going to do a couple of beers today, so we're going against this grain. But typically at home, I'll have a Mountain Culture beer, and then if I have another one, I'm like, this just doesn't compare, does it?
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
I like
now-
how you said grain and all that too. That was
Grain, yeah, little beer pun.
It's almost like you planned that.
well, now I'll have 3 Mountain Cultures back to back, so I'll be slurring. I won't know. I won't know who I am.
Doesn't mean you can't do it,
Yeah,
especially because you actually had one on tap, which instantly changes up everything.
yeah, it's true. 2 on tap.
Yep.
2
Two
tap
on
Tony.
Yeah, 2 on tap.
Yeah.
Two tap Tony.
Is that a band?
No, but I'm glad you said radical, you guys.
Oh.
And then you said band.
Radical,
I think because like now this was unplanned. I was just thinking during the week before we were going to
Yeah,
do
it's
this.
definitely unplanned because I'm confused.
Yeah. So one of my favourite bands released a new album last week, Every Time I Die. And it was called Radical.
Oh, shit. I thought you were going to say like Miley Cyrus has done a new one with her band or
No. But Every Time I Die released a new
Rebecca
album,
Black.
Radical.
She's all right. She goes well.
Only on Friday's new album release day. Getting down on Friday.
Getting down on Friday.
Yes, but it made me think, like, people know that we follow the footy teams we follow, although Simmo's got some information later that might stun everybody.
Hot off the press.
And no, we like beers.
Controversy.
But I was thinking, rather than just being like, oh, what beers?
Controversy.
I was thinking, I want you guys to tell me if you're on a desert island and you only had one album you could ever listen to forever. Maybe people will understand a little bit about the music taste we have and about us as people.
Kanye West, My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy.
Okay, straight away.
That's an easy one. It's my go-to.
You'd have to come back to me. I'll just waste.
No, I will come back. So
I've got like 4 albums that are second, but like that album by Kanye is up here.
And even as
and we
someone
have camera now, so you can see where my hand is.
Yes.
My hand is up here, and the second there's like 4 or 5 at that level.
it's funny.
I assume you're asking this for a reason because you've got something in your mind.
Yeah, no. Well, but like I will say with Kanye, I'm not a Kanye or rap fan really at all. But even I've heard that album, and I understand.
Yeah,
I
it's cool.
people
And I really like his
enjoy
cool
that.
new mask.
Oh, Michael, just in time for Halloween.
Yeah,
Michael
he's really
Myers.
locked it
Well, I mean, he's really COVID safe.
Oh,
He is.
Jesus Christ!
COVID
It's,
safe.
it's if you haven't seen that, please look it up.
I think
It's-
the mask is horrifying. Like, it's just truly terrifying. But I think it's there for a reason because what is more terrifying is his haircut.
Oh, I haven't seen his haircut.
It looks like, as Zach aptly mentioned during the week, it looks like he went on a 3rd grade footy trip and fell asleep.
Yeah.
And they got the clippers to him.
Yep.
Yeah, and he's now named Ye. Sorry to go off topic, but
He's dropped
he's
the
not.
card.
Yeah, no, well, he's not even Kanye West. It's just Ye, first and last name Ye. He's like a Brazilian soccer player, Ronaldinho. That's it.
What happened here? We're just looking at Kanye West's head, and if we can
3rd
figure
grade
that,
footy trip.
if we can figure that out, we'll put it in the bottom corner if we even bother to do all that. But that's trouble.
Yeah, we
That's
didn't
not a
talk
good
about
haircut.
that. We are like, let's do a video, and you'll send me the audio. Who's going to edit it all?
Probably me, because I will.
Will you?
Yeah, I'll put my hand up for that.
You
What a
superstar.
legend.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Love
I'll
that
just
from
do
you.
what I usually do: send you all the ideas and make you do all the hard work.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no
and
worries.
then
I'll
when
do
we don't do the hard work, you go, why haven't you done the hard work?
request the
Where
hard
is the podcast?
Yeah.
All my people are asking.
No. Well,
Can we have the podcast now?
why aren't we seeing the podcast now? No. Well, mine. If anyone knows me, and if you don't, then I'm the metal guy. But it had to be Parkway Drive.
No, I think I'm the metal
Horizons.
guy after my knee surgery.
Well, you've got more metal in you than I do. Jesus Christ. But I still think that they're definitely the most important heavy band in Australian music history.
Parkways.
And definitely.
Parkways.
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 The Parkways. The
Parkway
Parkways.
Drive.
Parkways
Drive.
and Harvey Norman.
Yeah, bye-bye. Yeah. Yeah.
2200.
But
Yes.
no, that album 2007 debuted number 6 on the charts. And
Number
that was-
6?
Number 6. That was the first time.
What album?
Horizons. That was the first time that any heavy Australian music band had ever cracked even I think the top 20 by that point. And then basically any band you've ever heard on Triple J that plays metal, the only reason that Triple J are playing them is because Parkway Drive released that album. It was.
There you go.
And if you went to any of those shows back in the day, and anyone that follows Batuta, every now and then they'll have a Byron Bay hardcore reference, and if you don't get it, then you should have been on board in 2007 when that album dropped, because if you went to a show, you know exactly what they're talking about. Yes. Have you got one yet? Because I've got a follow-up question if you don't.
Yeah, no, I do. But I don't know where it falls. It falls in the top 10. It could be my number 1. So I'm a big Foo Fighters fan, but it's not any Foo Fighters album.
Oh. Greatest hits.
The Avalanches.
Food fight.
Since I Left You.
Ah,
Okay.
That is one of the best albums, because we're talking albums in its entirety. That is one of the best albums I've heard.
Now because I've heard that Kanye album, and
Oh, with it? Yeah,
I
it's
think
good.
that I've not listened to that whole album at all. I probably heard a song or two from it, I reckon. Is it
Yeah, so
fair
that was
chance? What
so
year?
that's
What
got
year?
Frontier Psychiatrist on it.
Oh, yeah.
I was going to say
that
that.
boy needs therapy. But
Yep.
the whole album, from start to finish, doesn't have any gaps. Like if you listen to it,
Okay.
it just goes from one track to the
Yep.
next track to the next track. It's got, I think, 3,000 samples.
Now, is this
the whole
correct?
album.
Can you tell me? All of the vocals on their albums are just samples.
Yes.
Like movies and
Yeah,
such.
yeah, definitely.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep,
I believe
okay.
that to be correct. But I don't know, just the way it's put together, and it's just like you're listening to it and you're like, this is different. This is
Yep.
different, and this is cool as. But essentially, yeah, I don't know. I haven't really looked into them too deeply, but that is one of my favorite albums, if not my favorite.
That's a really... I didn't expect that from you, but
But
that's
it's
a really good
But
one.
it's not. I don't play in that genre of music, and I don't. It's not my. Wouldn't be my favorite group or band, but that would have to be.
Person or persons.
Yeah. Well, the
Nice.
vibe I was going to say was...
That's very out of the box.
Yeah.
Like,
I'll
we-
listen to that now.
We
Now
know
you've said
you.
this,
I know you're out of the box, but like that's not what because you've never spoken of the Avalanches.
No.
Like
Have you listened to it?
I know Frontier
I know
psychiatrist, but like I was here sitting like, he's not going to be able to decide between like the color and the shape or something by Deftones
Or Queens of the Stone Age.
Queens of the Stone Age.
Oh,
I don't like
songs for the deaf.
because I was going to
Songs for
say
the
like
deaf.
Queens of the Stone Age I really like, but like as I've never really listened to like an album and been like whoa as an album.
Yeah, no, but songs for the deaf would have to be one of them. But I'm going to stick with the Avalanches.
Nice.
no.
I was actually you mentioned Foo Fighters. I'm actually reading Dave Grohl's latest book, The Storyteller.
Yeah.
And I said yesterday that I got up to I just finished the part where Kurt Cobain killed himself, and there was like a really interesting insight because like everyone knows all the stories, but like Dave kind of went, this is where we were as a band, where I was as a person during this.
Yeah.
And I'm up to the bit now where they're just recording the color and the shape.
Yeah.
And like they went through like is it Nate Mendel?
Yep.
He quit for
Sunny Day
24
Real
hours.
Estate. Oh, really?
Yeah,
He
Sunny
came from
Day
Sunny
Real
Day
Estate.
Real Estate.
Yeah,
okay.
and he quit because he's like, I've fallen out of love with music and I want to go back to Sunny Day Real Estate. And then Dave went out drinking and got wasted crying over the fact that Nate was leaving because he's like, Pat left for a bit, Pat Smear, and then the original drummer left and then someone else left. And he's like, no, but when Nate left, like that was the like turning point. Like
Yeah,
I was
well-
like, Foo Fighters is a personal thing. I don't want it to be an individual, like a solo stuff.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, Nate called him again the next day. He's like, I was just being a bit silly. Sorry, I'll still do it.
Yeah, because I don't think he would have been. If you get up to it, he wasn't too upset when Nate Goldsmith. Oh no, Will Goldsmith was the original drummer for Foo Fighters when he quit.
Yeah. Yeah, well, because that led to Taylor. And
Yeah, but as well-
Like, Dave and Taylor, like, he's right. And he's like, not only were we in the band, we were best friends. Like,
Yeah.
Because Taylor was originally the drummer for Alanis Morissette.
Yes.
That was
And
on
so
that doco, wasn't it?
they'd met a few times, like, at festivals, like when Dave was in Nirvana and Taylor was with Alanis Morissette.
Yeah.
And they just were, like, best friends from
Yeah.
then.
And also, Will Goldsmith recorded drums on basically whatever albums he was on, and then Dave just re-recorded them,
And
as
that-
he should.
Yeah, and that's apparently why Will left, but I don't think...
Well, Will, listen
any
to your
royalties?
drums and listen to Dave's.
Yeah.
Did you get
like-
any royalties whatsoever for being in the band?
No, I think he would have got royalties. Yeah, I think he would have got that. But like, if I was in that band, I recorded drums and Dave re-recorded them. I don't know. It'd be probably better if they just hired him as a tour drummer rather than in the band.
Yeah, like,
That's
can you
probably-
drum
yeah.
while we play? Like,
Yeah, like I'll write them, I'll record them. You just play them live.
Yeah, but Dave was saying, like, he said the first album for the Foo Fighters, he basically, like, would book out a studio and try and rush all these songs through because he was doing, like, he'd come in and do guitar, bass,
Yeah,
and
doesn't-
drums,
yeah.
and then combine it all together and shit, and then they eventually got everyone. But,
Is there a more unfortunate name than Pat Smear?
yeah.
Inventor of the pap smear.
But yeah, it was pretty.
What was
But
it, Patrick?
but I think that's
I'd,
why he
I'd
felt.
go by Patrick if my last name was...
Well, he's...
No, I think it's Pat.
No, he was born George Albert Ruthenberg.
Why, that's why
Okay.
the next Google
better
question
know-
is, why is he called Pat
Yeah,
Smear?
better known
Well,
by the
probably
stage name Pat Smear.
Well, that has to be on purpose then.
After Nirvana leader Kurt Cobain's death, drummer made Smear a key part. The name was taken from the nickname for unidentified... Oh, no, that's why Foo Fighters are called Foo Fighters.
Yep.
Because he loved this book and that's what they called UFOs.
Yep.
Foo Fighters.
But what about Pat Smear?
No, there's nothing.
When I was a kid, I thought it was Food Fighters and they forgot the D.
Yeah, well, there you go. That's funny, like when I was a kid. There you go.
Yeah, because when I remember being about probably 9 or 10 and my dad playing Learn to Fly
Yeah.
just in the house once.
Yep.
I was like, this is good.
Yeah, they've been going for a while.
Also, I love that Chris Novoselic is just like a dude now. Like
Oh, he's
just
a
person.
fucking dude.
But like he's just a general person.
Yeah.
It's crazy because he was like in arguably the biggest rock band of all time, like one of the most influential, and he's just like a person now.
Yeah, I think he played on a Foo Fighters album or one of their albums, one of Dave's collaboration albums, and people rag on him. People meaning me, because they're like, oh, like played in Nirvana, like he's only playing like 4 chords or whatever else. But like when he played bass on these new songs, you're like, oh fuck, it's totally him playing bass. Like you can tell, and I love that.
Yeah.
Just a follow-up question since we're talking about this, and this was I did not think about this during the week, but favorite/funniest thing you've seen at a concert? Because I just thought of something.
Oh, I've got
That's
one.
absolutely
you
weird.
know, I've got one.
Is it? Wait,
Yeah,
is this
my
gonna be
mate-
the
I'm
same
going
one myself?
last. I'm going last.
Simmo's mate Damo did something or something or
Alright.
other. We were talking about this before.
I'll
go first because I got a really shit one.
Okay.
Like it wasn't funny, but it was like very apt for the person I was seeing, and it's another Kanye reference. But at Big Day Out, the first he plays the title, like the main song from Mighty Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, the first song off the album. Can we get much higher?
Oh, yeah.
And like he comes out in a scissor lift and it like rises in the crowd. And I was like, oh, if anyone was doing this, it's Kanye. And then he proceeded to later in the set lay down for 20 minutes talking about nothing. And everyone's like, hey,
Play a
like I
song.
get it, but music, please.
Yes.
Did he do that at any other show? Did you look up? If
I think he did, but
Yeah, okay.
like, don't.
Now, I've got awesome ones. I've managed to sing on stage with some of my favourite bands because no security guards at a lot of the shows, the hardcore shows I go to, which is even the big bands don't have security guards sometimes. Even the big bands. But now, Simmo, I don't think this will be your story, but you were here for this. We actually took a mate along to a gig in Wagga.
Oh, yeah.
We went and saw North Lane, which are a pretty heavy metalcore Australian metalcore band. They played a show in Wagga it was a Tuesday night, I think, or a Thursday night. And Hudson pulled out during the day, so we had a spare ticket. So one of our other mates, who's like Huddo, a big rap guy, he's never would have been to a metal or rock or hardcore show, I don't think, in his life. And he's like, I'll come along, have a couple of drinks. We'll drive to Wagga, hour and a half away. We can make a night of it. So we did. And I was trying to tell him on the way, hey, these like this mosh and like it gets pretty full on. Everyone's having a good time. And we get there just in time for the local band to start. And there's some local deathcore band. And literally the first song that our mate, Simmo at least is aware of it. It's not his main music, but he's seen it all. I've been to so many shows. We walk in and this band plays and 2 minutes in, this massive breakdown hits and the mosh hits and someone spin kicks right in someone's jaw and they get knocked the fuck out in the middle of the bit. They hit the deck and because they got to get the guy out of there and the band's still playing, about 4 people pick him up like he's fucking Jesus on the cross and carry him out of the venue.
Yeah.
And his head's flopped. And our mates I was like, they're looking after him and mate's like, what the fuck's going on?
And in the same show, I believe, same show, someone got thrown, like someone hit the roof, literally. It was
It was beams on the roof.
it was a beams.
Or were there beams like someone grabbed it?
Oh, no.
Is that-
Remember when someone got like thrown up and they literally hit the roof? But my one, you've heard this one before, also a Big Day Out story. So I was on the edge of so I didn't get in the D barrier because I was like, oh, look, getting in there, it's scary. I'm going to get crushed. People die. We've all seen the documentaries. Anyway, I was trying to get in there and we thought, nah, bugger it. Look, I'll just be on the other side of the D barrier, no worries. And we're waiting for, I can't even remember what band it was.
Lupe Fiasco.
No, I don't know who it was. But anyway, this chick had got into the D barrier. And if you've been in the D barrier, all the rooms at the back. So she was dancing around. She's like, yeah, I got in the D barrier. Hit in the head with a pineapple. Like, so many questions. And she was bleeding because it was like, they're quite barky. Yeah. She hit the deck.
Not
and
soft.
She was bleeding. So someone just launched a pineapple. So where...
Pineapple incident.
Like, what I want to know is where did they get it? Well, I guess they brought it in. Well, like, what?
Are they an
why did
Australian
they have-
cricketer also
what-
to have hit the target?
Oh,
from
yeah, I
wherever
don't
they
know.
were?
What were
Why
their
did
plans?
they have it?
Yeah, why did they have it? And also, was she targeted or was that just... I don't know.
And why was it there as a projectile? Like, if I'm bringing a pineapple to a festival, I've been to plenty of festivals, and I'm like, I need this juice.
Yeah, I
Like,
know.
it's
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, I'm
you cut the
buggered.
top off and devour the shit out of that
Yeah,
pineapple.
but it was one of the funniest... Have I told you that story?
I don't think so.
Oh, really?
That's
Oh, really?
awesome.
That's one of... Oh, I think
great.
it's mountain culture is getting
Yeah,
into...
that's good from you, son.
Yeah,
Good areas.
but she was like, yeah, bang. It's just like bang. Oh, and the security guards looking around. No one found.
You're not going to find who did it.
No.
Oh.
Oh, so that was pretty fun.
But, that reminded me of a
I have a better story.
Nah, too bad.
No, the projectile one reminded me. I was at Falls Festival, and I don't know if you guys remember Milky Chance.
Yep.
They were popular
is it
for
the
about
German?
12 months. Yeah.
Yeah.
They were playing Falls Festival, and someone threw a flip flop and it hit him in the side of the face, and he just kind of kept going. That's all.
That's pretty good.
It was the most Aussie. It was like, so this international band comes over, and it's like, what can an Aussie throw at someone that's the most Aussie
'cause
thing ever? And here's my flip flop.
How funny would that have been? Like, it hits the deck, and he would have looked at it and gone, I don't know what that is.
Yeah, and you know what I really wanted was like the mic was turned up enough to hear a flip flop hit someone in the side of the face.
Fuck, it's going to keep happening, isn't it? That reminds me, I saw Parkway a couple of years ago, and they were renowned as being a straight edge band for
Yes.
years because their first DVD, they're like, oh, we don't drink, do anything. And then
No curved edges.
so during the show though, their bass player, who everyone knew is lunatic, but everyone knew he was straight edge. He was drinking Corona between.
Well, that's not
songs.
straight edge.
And Winston, the singer, got on and said, "Oh yeah, so Pie's not straight edge anymore." And what would any Australian crowd do at that point?
Tell him to do a shoey.
Yep.
Yeah, there you go.
In between every song.
Didn't even know that
That's
story.
one of the most disappointing
Shoo-wee,
things.
shoo-wee.
Yeah, is that other cultures think Australians do shoeies. And it's like, I've smelt my feet.
At special events, I would. If I ever win a premiership, I'll do a shoey.
I would drink beer out of a brand new shoe,
Yeah, not my shoe.
not my shoe.
And absolutely not from someone else's shoe,
No,
which I've seen.
yes.
Like Bam Bam, Tui, what's it, Tiger Vailoa? What's his name? The UFC guy. Nah, fuck his.
Yeah, look it up.
To Tiger Vailoa. He.
Oh, okay, fair
His
enough. That's
most
pretty tough.
recent. No, that's not right. That's the NFL
NFL.
quarterback. Bam Bam.
Bigelow.
Thank you, man.
Ty Tuivasa.
Oh, yeah.
Tied to a
Tied to a
vase.
vase.
He.
Just jump on it and
He,
it'll break.
in his last fight, he did a shoey and someone just passed a shoe over to him. It was in the ring, so he doesn't have shoes on. It's just someone's
yeah.
Nikes.
Yeah.
I was like, that's worse.
What about-
At least it's your own feet.
What about Stewie
Normally.
Jew? Oh, we're a footy podcast. Do you ever see the footage of some fan just threw lollies through the window at Stewie Jew and just ate them?
Oh, yeah, but Stewie Jew's eating anything that's getting
No, but
thrown
what he
his
did
way.
was, as soon as it landed, he ate it, then looked at who threw it. It's
You
like,
could-
it could be an arsenic tablet.
You drop the bloody top of your pie off and it's the part with the little bits of meat and it hits the deck at the MCG and you're like, oh, do you want this, Stewie? And he's like, fuck yeah.
You got to get down there and get it.
Yeah. Oh, no, you can't get down there.
He'd eat the foam off his chair.
I told you about the...
I reckon he's often found food on his stomach post-meal.
in his belly button.
Yeah.
I don't have any follow-up. Did I tell you guys about the time there was a bloke at footy whose foreskin was big enough he could drink beer out of it?
Yes, we've heard it.
Can you not repeat it?
Oh, God.
What are you doing down there?
Oh, no, I just like bringing it up.
Fango or Bango or Chango or Wango, whatever your fucking name is.
It's so funny that we're a putty podcast. a footy
Todd.
footy
Footy
podcast.
Toddcast.
Putty tied to a vasa.
Yeah, footy podcast, and you and I despise football culture.
Well, I just don't want anyone's finger in my ass.
Yeah, like I enjoy watching football, but I don't need anyone to finger me.
Yeah, I think cancel culture is pretty funny. And
no one's gone after any of the
no
footy
one's
players.
gone after any of the footy players. So I don't know what the deal is. Oh, is it ready to go?
I don't know.
What's the deal with footy players?
What is the deal?
No, it'd probably be alright because if we poured it, it'll probably...
With fingering
We're not-
someone's
we're not
ass.
sculling it.
Jesus.
So
Oh,
do
can
we-
I have a pickle?
Do we want... Oh,
Yeah,
sorry, yes,
bloody
of
oath.
course.
We've got some pickles here, guys.
Beer pickles.
If you'd like some, just turn up to Huddo's house. Beer pickles. There you go. Young Henry's.
Yeah,
We've used that a bit too.
they're actually really good.
Yeah.
Because
I love pickles.
But I'm not totally sold on pickles, but they're nice. So they're what? Can you
That's
chuck
delicious.
me, ratto?
Chuck him here. Chuck him here. Oh.
Look up Adam Sandler pickles.
Ingredients: cucumber 50%, vinegar, water, salt, sugar, Enigma hops 2%, Young Henry's natural lager 2%.
Look up Adam Sandler. Adam
What's that?
Sandler pickles. Just look it up.
Okay, Adam Sandler pickles.
Has
Yep.
he got it?
That's, I mean, named Adam Sandler eating pickles.
Yeah, so he's just walking down the street with a jar of pickles, is eating them.
Now, this is not meant to story top, but
I hope
there's
when
a
you
better
do this
one.
editing, you need to put this photo on the video.
Yeah, well,
so
I'll have to.
people
I don't
Oh.
know. Also, I'll just preface. I don't know how to do any of that, but I'll figure it out.
Well, I can
We've
help
got
you.
time.
I'll figure it out.
We're,
We don't have to put this up straight away.
no, there's
We
no
can spend time
topical
editing it.
moments.
No, it's going up.
The
fucking
date
as
is
soon as-
October the 20th,
Yeah, as soon as we're
according to
done.
my laptop.
That's it.
And it's
Which is
definitely
still
not
incorrect.
October the 20th.
And it's Wednesday. Why aren't we at work?
Wednesday, 20th of October, 2:29 a.m. as we record this podcast.
Why is that? That's
know.
normally something to do with your motherboard or the battery thing in your motherboard.
My mother's board.
My mother's board.
Hang
That's
on.
usually
Hang on.
my mother's board.
Adam Sandler eating pickles. Can I raise you mini me eating a Subway footlong?
Oh, Jesus. Is it actually a Subway footlong or
Oh.
some dude from historic downtown LA's footlong?
Fuck's
Like,
sake.
surely someone cuts it. No one gets it as a footlong.
But like even I, as a regular full-size person,
For those
get it.
listening,
One's probably the best one.
for those listening, Mini Me was eating a big footlong, and it wasn't cut in half for some reason. It's like they went, "Fuck you."
yeah, like I always get it as 2 6-inches.
Yeah.
Love
He's
me-
like small.
love me
for
6
a-
inches.
He's small for a dwarf too.
Is he?
Yeah, I think he passed away.
Okay, Gratz.
No, but like,
He's small for a
Hang
dwarf.
on.
I think he passed away.
have
He
known-
was one of the weaker dwarfs.
I've known a few people with
Evolutionary,
dwarfism.
he had no chance.
No, it is in all seriousness. I've
Dwarf.
known a few people with dwarfism before.
Have you?
Yes.
Why has that never come up?
Oh, because it doesn't matter. There's people.
Name them.
Hudson.
What's their address?
No, it was probably it was like 11 years ago when I went to TAFE. There was a girl who
Yeah, because like TAFE versus uni, I guess that's a difference. Is that what it is?
I don't even know what I studied. Yeah, no, how to be nice to everybody. No, but anyway, so I went to her 21st, and like I didn't actually realise at the time, but all her, like most of her mates outside of TAFE were also people with dwarfism. So
Well,
yeah,
I
it
mean,
was-
like
it wasn't what I expected when I arrived at the party, but it was fine. Everyone was very nice.
Yeah, I
but
mean,
he looks, Vern Troyer in these photos, like he's as long as the Subway sandwich he's carrying.
Didn't
Yeah.
he?
These people weren't that small. They were not knee height.
Didn't he have a sex tape?
Oh, I don't want to Google it,
Well,
but
we-
I will.
But yeah, I reckon.
Don't worry, I had in my Google search yesterday, micro penis competition.
Well, you typed it. You were looking for it.
Yeah, I knew it existed. No, I was not trying to enter it.
Oh no, no, I didn't say that. Didn't he?
Yep.
Yeah, I seem to remember that.
Oh, it looks like a birth.
Why is his head so big? He looks like someone gave birth
looks
to
like
a
a-
very giant
It looks
baby.
like a rebirth video.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Oh,
get ya.
wow. Don't put that
Is-
on the, don't put
Is
that on the video.
is Dennis Rodman there for some reason?
Nah.
Just
Okay,
walks in.
I like to think that I know a lot of things that have happened. I never knew this was a thing.
What? Him having a sex tape?
He has
Yeah.
a Maltese Shih Tzu by the looks.
And the shit is looking at him like, I can take you.
I was going to say, oh, does the Shih Tzu have him? Nah, come on. All right.
Oh, I thought you were going to say something about like if you go to a zoo and he's in the cage, it's a really Shih Tzu.
yeah.
Oh, goodness.
All right. Sorry. What is, you got something else, surely. We may as well get into this other beer.
Have this beer, yeah.
The reason we're
Jesus.
here.
Oh, well, I won't be able to get into that beer for ages.
Oh, you're still going with that. Righto. Well, then we'll...
No, you
Someone's
can.
got to do a skull.
we'll
Yeah.
oh, no.
Nah,
You can
I'm
just
not.
have the rest of the can.
Yeah, I'm not doing
That's
it.
a good idea.
I can't do a skull, boys.
No, well, I wouldn't expect
So we've
that.
got a
I was just-
very
I'll
special
fucking skull
beer.
you.
We've got a very special beer that Huddo's... No, don't put the lid on that. I'll have some more. I'll have some,
Oh, beer pickles.
I'll have some more of those pickles. So Huddo's about to crack a beer. Once more into the fray.
Yeah, the 2021 vintage.
Deeds.
Deeds. It's a bourbon barrel-aged imperial stout. So this imperial stout was aged in bourbon barrels for 12 months, resulting in thick chocolate notes backed by vanilla, coconut, whiskey, and oak.
Nice. Sorry, I'm chewing into the microphone again.
I can hear. It sounds like you're chewing inside my brain. So this particular beer is in a 440ml can, and it's that pow. Do effects. Do cool fire effects over there.
There'll be no effects. No, it's all right.
Okay. Cool. Imagine there are effects.
Just no effects.
So
No FX.
No effects.
Another band.
Oh, the great band.
Josh.
Josh. Smiling Assassin.
fuck, we really should have done that in the Beninging thing.
In
All our
the
mispronunciations.
Beninging.
But this is a 440ml can, 14.6%, coming in at a 5.1 standard drinks.
Once more.
Now,
into
how
the
long
fray.
have we had this sitting at your house for? Like during most of our lockdown?
Months.
Yeah.
I think we were going to do
It's
it
off.
for like the grand final of the AFL, and then we just didn't.
And again, by Deeds Brewing, and we're sharing it because we work in retail.
We don't have-
so
we
we
can't
can't afford one each.
Do you
But
reckon, like, the camera
our livers
part of-
probably can't afford one each either. if
Camera
we're-
part of that looks like it's shocked.
It does. I do that with PowerPoints. You know, you go to the States and the PowerPoint looks shocked.
Can I be honest about something?
What?
I went overseas. I went overseas. for the
That's very equal.
Without
all about
any
equality.
meagements, that's as good as it fucking gets.
Yeah. Well,
There you
Now,
go.
I'm about to be very
Thank you.
self-deprecating.
Kano.
I went overseas for the first time in 2016, and early that year, I saw a meme about PowerPoints overseas, and I messaged my wife, who I was planning the trip with at the time, and was like, "What do you mean the PowerPoints look different?" I didn't know. I was nearly 26 years old. I had no idea.
Okay.
Yeah. Does that surprise you?
nah, I know what you're saying.
No, I know what you're fucking saying.
But they should have a bit of a chat to everyone. Same with like what side of the road are we driving on? And then they just redesign that every couple of years. They're like, look, we're just doing the right, we're just doing the left. Also, we have the same PowerPoints and the same
Units
voltage.
of measurement.
Because like try and charge something. Try
Yeah.
and charge something.
I'll fucking... How much you charging?
Yeah, try and charge something when you're in the States. You just can't, or use any of your things. It's at half, because it's 110 and 240 here anyway.
Yeah.
Which is not
No,
enough.
but the units of measurement, no, not doing that.
In the meaning.
In the Meninging. Righto, in your once more time into the Super Fray or whatever it is. Once more.
Jeez, it looks
Once,
thick.
once upon a time in the Fray.
Not to scare Simmo off. It's
Oh, fucking smell that.
It's
That
bourbony as a smell.
smells like
Oh,
drunk.
no.
Like a roasty bourbon.
Smells like I'm drunk.
Oh, no, I can't drink it.
However,
Yeah, you
I
can.
can't drink
You
it.
can.
Wait. However, as you sort of sip it and your nose is getting it as you're going in, it may feel the same, but as soon as it actually hits your taste buds, it's just a roasty, dark,
Okay.
sort of like, not
Oh.
even coffee, just a really roasty.
No,
deep
but it's
stout.
so smooth, like you don't get like.
It looks smooth. But just to explain, so I reckon
Don't be
I was
too scared about the bourbon. I don't think it's going to be
I
as
reckon
bad
I
as
was
you think it is.
17, and it was a classic case of buying a bottle of spirits and Coke was cheaper.
Yeah.
And as we all know, anyone that's ever done that has never gone, all right, I'll just have a quarter of a bottle, just half a half bottle, just mix it. You have one drink because you're 17, and then you're drunk because you're 17, and then you just start drinking out of the bourbon bottle.
Yep.
And then you have to work the next day, food works, and then you go because your mum
It
is
sounds like a specific story.
no, this is just a scenario, just maybe might happen.
Some people may relate.
Yeah, your mum takes you to work because you have to work because you don't call in sick because it's not what you do. And then you are so drunk that you go to the toilet and you fall asleep in the toilet and use the toilet roll as a pillow. And then you wake up and you walk out and everything's dark because everyone has gone home.
How long would said
long was
sleep have lasted then?
It was a while, but I thought everyone had gone home, but someone was still there and they'd cashed up and they knew sort of what was going on. But I will never forget that. I walked out and it was dark. I know I've never been there. Like
It's the job.
was
Did you
just-
keep your job?
yeah.
I guess. It's
No,
just
I had
the
a very
works,
good
isn't it?
friend. A very good friend.
I know the
that didn't-
family, funnily enough, a complete coincidence.
Right.
A very good friend that didn't dob me in.
Oh, good on that friend.
I shouldn't have named where I worked, but
No,
anyway,
that's all right.
that's what happened.
Oh, it's statute of limitations. They can't fire you
yeah,
now.
surely not. Well, I tried. Anyway, it doesn't matter.
I've got a similar one. Specifically, people won't remember, but there's been a few of these people.
Specifically.
You know those doomsday people that are like, hey, the world's going to end on this specific date at this specific time. Remember when that was a thing? It's not as much anymore.
Yes.
Because
People-
there's
people
been
had
so
that.
many. There's been
Yeah.
like 4 or 5 goes at it.
But I was when I was a bit younger, I was out one night, and it was meant to be one of those nights where that happened. And they actually marketed it at the nightclub as the end of the world party. And I was there, and one of my best mates happened to work at the nightclub at that time. So I went there, and sometimes I'd stay until staff drinks just to hang out because I knew everybody. And I actually, late in the night, was like, God, I have to go to the toilet. You know, and you have those nights. And it's like, oh, God. So I went and sat in there. I was probably there for a little while, to be fair, and it was quite late in the night. looking at my phone, wasn't paying attention. Came out and all the lights were off and everyone was gone. But what do you think I was thinking on the end of the world party? It fucking happened.
I'm drinking them all.
I thought it had happened.
I'd empty the taps into my mouth.
Yeah, I was going to say, at least you're in a good spot. You could bloody drink yourself into oblivion.
No, all the staff were downstairs getting everyone out, but fuck, it was funny. I was thinking, I'm the last man left on earth just because I was shitting at 4 a.m.
Yeah, that's the key. That is the key. When there's an end of the world event, you've got to be pooping, and you'll survive.
Well, I'll tell you what.
The key is to have
You can't poop in Jurassic Park, but you can poop in every other disaster movie.
slow shutter speed.
I know there's been some concerns about
another pocket anus.
I've just stumbled upon quite a cool photo. Informationisbeautiful.net. International #1. So because every country is the best at something, so it's this like what each country is the best in the world at.
Everybody wins.
Yeah, so everyone's a winner. So give me a country that's well known that I can find.
Botswana.
No, thank you.
Hungary.
Hungary. Porn stars. #1 in the world. Porn stars. Botswana. Where are we? Come on, eyes. Diamonds.
Oh,
That's a good one. Poland.
Poland.
my name is Danny Archer.
Poland. Currants, as in the fruit currants.
See, I was going to say
with an A.
because I love my underrated stuff. I was going to say underrated hot girls.
Yeah.
That
Yeah, but they're not
took
the
me by surprise, but I was there.
Not the #1 at underrated hot girls by
Well, who is?
clearly.
Who?
No, I'm not sure. Australia.
She is.
Everyone has these positive ones. Australia. Cybersecurity incidents.
What?
We are #1 in the world
But is that-
at cybersecurity incidents.
So does that mean we're bad
Yeah,
or
but is
good?
that just,
So
is
that
that just
means-
because that government's too strict?
we have a lot of it's because we have a lot of cybersecurity incidents. So maybe Australians are targeted a lot more by cyber
Isolated
terrorists.
What about New Zealand?
Chinook salmon.
That's so goddamn. That's funny. But yeah, no, they're not bad. Chinook salmon look like the guy that used to do the nappy sand ads.
Whoa, hang on. So I think it's strange that you know what a Chinook salmon looks like. How do you know?
Okay,
Explain
when
yourself.
you're-
Show your work.
You know, every kid has that one obsession. You know,
Yours
every
was
little-
Chinook salmon.
This is fish. All
Yeah.
fish.
Nah, it is. No, so
What's it look like?
I had a book. I had a fishing book, and I read it cover to cover every single day,
That's
all day and all night, and I can identify very numerous fish because of that book. But yeah, they've got sort of little beady eyes and
Yeah.
it's sort of a longer snout. And anyway, if anyone
Snout.
remembers the old Nappy Sand Plus ads where the guy would be like, "What do you think of this Nappy Sand?" and go to someone's house, it'd look exactly like the Chinook salmon. That guy.
right.
Goodness. Oh, I'm
I've
glad.
googled Nappy Sand guy. He doesn't come up.
I'm glad you knew. What about Japan?
Japan. Haute. HAUTE cuisine. Haute cuisine.
Is that actually is that the plastic displays of the food that they have outside every restaurant? Is that what it is? It's not. It's definitely not.
It's a 2012 French comedy drama film. No. Meaning artful or elaborate cuisine, especially traditionally elaborate cuisine.
We're doing this wrong because I've seen a couple of really funny ones.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I think we
What
need
do
to
you
do the
got?
opposite.
Do
I think
the
Huddo needs to
opposite.
tell us
All
a
right.
funny one, and then we got to guess the country.
Okay,
Well,
so-
we're going to be kind and rewind on this concept.
Righto. Velociraptors.
What?
Yeah.
I saw this one. I know the answer.
Canada.
No. What do you got?
Mongolia.
Yeah.
Fossils.
No context.
Fossils. I assume.
Oh,
Yeah, I guess.
Okay.
Fat kids.
America.
No.
Texas.
No. Not that. It's a country. Libya.
Okay.
These are in close relation, which is quite funny. Homophobes and gay porn.
Dave Chappelle's recent comedy special.
Homophobes is Georgia.
Yep.
I read that.
That was a joke. Also, it's a joke.
Yeah,
I
no.
love Dave Chappelle.
Yeah.
We all do.
Well,
Yes.
We love you, Dave. Don't cancel us by association. What was
Gay
the other one?
porn.
Nah.
Pakistan.
Oh.
I
Fair
have a
enough.
lot of questions.
Yeah. Not sure
Was he
about that
a
one.
crim?
Was he a crim? Hold on.
Was he?
What do you mean, was he?
Okay, I'm not sure how you measure this, but positivity.
Norway.
No.
Finland.
Paraguay.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
All right, last one, surely.
Panama? What about Panama? Sorry, that's not the way we're doing
No,
it.
well, I can,
Sunrises.
no, I'll give you. You can tell me. I'll give you Panama. What have you got? Best number one in the world at?
Tax evasion.
Oh.
Hang on. No, wait. Clowns.
Best retirement.
Yeah, tax evasion.
Yeah,
just
I guess.
said
Can
it,
you just quickly
yes.
tell me the Scandinavian countries? Because I'm very curious about
Yeah.
it.
Okay. So you got Iceland electricity use.
So they're the best. So would that mean
They
they
use a
use
lot?
all of it?
Must
or,
be.
or
Or
not?
they're very
not?
efficient.
Oh, don't know.
Might be efficient.
Well, you've been there. I don't reckon there's...
Yeah, there's not a lot of
there's not a lot.
electricity use.
Wait, which one was this?
Iceland.
Oh, I
Denmark, wind power.
Yep.
Tall people is what it should be.
Norway, pizza eaters.
Oh,
Number one in the world at pizza eaters.
Pizza.
Sweden, number one in the world at pop music.
Mm-hmm.
Finland.
But hang on. So pop, that's hilarious because like pop music. Name like a Swedish pop musician.
ABBA.
ABBA.
Oh, well, Simmo's addicted. Okay. Actually, ABBA's that good. They can claim
Yeah,
it.
like ABBA
Don't
wins.
even worry. That's
Yeah.
fucking
Your
hilarious.
punishment isn't going to be a shoey. It's going to be a scroty.
Oh,
the way you're
what?
going.
Yeah, that's.
You have to drink it out of my
What a-
real long foreskin.
That's pretty funny. I love that.
Forey.
I love that I could. Before it even finished, you were like,
Stop speaking.
ABBA. For God's
As
sake.
soon as you were like, name a pop, I was like, don't do this, Simon.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. What was the other one? Finland.
Finland.
Polite people.
No, news media.
Okay, but also polite people.
Yeah. And then if you want to extend in, like, depend where you extend Scandinavia, you got like Netherlands coffee drinkers, not weed, apparently. Would have been my guess.
Yeah, they think because it's legal, so not everyone's like a cup
Yeah, I
of
guess. Fair enough. Estonia startups. Latvia.
Estonia looks nice.
Latvia, number one in the world at women, apparently. Just
All
women.
right.
Is that just like, is that empowerment
Women.
or?
No, it just says women. Lithuania, fastest Wi-Fi, though. Belarus, alcohol drinkers. Yeah, that's something that I think everyone should check out if you jump onto informationisbeautiful.net. It's very interesting. Number one in the world at car crashes, Namibia.
How isn't it Russia from the video?
Yeah.
Russia's his dash cam.
Yeah,
Oh, is it? There you go. Oh, I don't have to be.
So that's why.
Oh, there you go.
Can I just say about Belarus? You know,
Yeah.
they didn't believe in the pandemic when it started.
Really?
Do you remember that? So
Well, I don't
their
either. I still don't.
Their president. It was like April last year when all the world shut down, and Belarus is like, no. So they had their soccer league kept going.
Oh, yeah. It was the only live sport.
Yeah. So the funny part is, so I'm on Big Footy. I'm not telling you my name, so you can't follow me and troll me, everybody. But on Big Footy, there actually a whole subsection got created for the Belarusian Football League, and it's still there, and people still talk about it because it was the only live sport.
So they had
going.
something to do.
So people had shit to talk about that was live.
Right, yeah, bloody hell. Well, right, what are we up to time-wise, Simon? Because we've been going.
Well, it's about 55, is it?
Well,
it's about-
Righto, like we've talked a lot of shit.
47 minutes.
We
It's been a
are-
lot of fun on the podcast.
Yeah, now, listen, everybody, we've had a lot of fun on the podcast tonight. Can someone play a slow jazz song while I give this?
Sure, yeah, I've got one.
No, cool. I was just thinking we may as well do like a quick little footy, like off-season recap.
What do you got?
No, well, I was just going to say that we've seen not many trades. We hate the trade period.
goal cunt.
That's got to get done. That's shit. 3 hours. That's all you get. Fuck the 2 weeks off. We're not doing that. Couple of players went. Mason Cox signed a 1-year deal at Collingwood. Simon, what do you think of that deal?
I don't know. How much are they paying?
I don't know how much you're charging.
However, I know
Is it because his stuff's there? Is that why? It's just
Yeah.
like, yeah, sure.
I know a lot
don't
of
know.
Collingwood fans are
Big
cranky.
whack
though.
of inflatable arm flailing tube, man.
Well, because they traded their younger ruckman who played very well against Max Gawn, the best ruckman in the comp this year. They traded him to Hawthorn, Max Lynch, good border boy. And kept
Border boys.
older Mason Cox, who's arguably like he had one good game as a forward in a final once.
Yeah, but didn't they get Max Kruger? Isn't he meant to be a defender?
as a
ruck?
defender. So the issue, Darcy Cameron's a forgotten man. Yeah.
Isn't Max Kruger? He used to be Tony Gregg's like stat guy.
It might not be Max.
Look that up. Look
Did you
up
say
Max Kruger.
I said Max Lynch. You say Max Kruger just because I said Max.
Look up Max Kruger. I want to know who Max Kruger is. I reckon he's the stat guy for the cricket. Yes, and we better check with Max Kruger.
They're a shoe, but it looks
I
It
hope
doesn't
so.
happen anywhere. Like, I don't
Hang on.
think-
No, a couple of down is Max Kruger 1940 Australian census.
Yeah.
Well, maybe they're still going off it. No, nothing.
No, nothing.
Okay. Well, sorry, I hate to ruin the flow. Keep going.
No. I like it because Nathan Kruger is the Collingwood man.
That's it.
Max Kruger could well be Tony Gregg. Is he the key man? He was the one with the key.
Yes,
He started the
absolutely.
key.
I liked when the cracks in the pitch were so big and the key just was like, yeah, see, it's going straight in. It's like I didn't need you to tell me how deep it was.
Yeah, I can see the fucking crack.
Oh, Jesus.
I don't want to know what other crack he's
No,
putting
there,
that key
there wasn't
in.
a lot. The draft is going to be of interest this year. because-
Giraffe?
Yeah, the draft will be interesting this year because all these kids didn't get to play as 16, 17-year-olds last season, obviously. And this year they had all the Victorian boys had a 9-game season, so you had to really impress over those 9 games to push your cause. But I know as a Hawthorn fan, I'm excited because we've got picks 5, 21 and 24. So 3 picks.
Who do you
inside
think
the
they're
top
taking?
25.
Simo.
Sorry, I was looking up Max Kruger. So just to confirm, Max Kruger was the statistician.
Shit.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, that's all right.
Well, it doesn't matter, but he was a great statistician because... anyway. But yeah, it's funny. Anyway. I can't remember where my keys are, but I remember Max Kruger. There you go.
I'll just tell you my prediction so we can listen back to it. We'll take Josh Ward at pick 5,
Okay.
which will be pick 7 after all the bullshit, whatever.
Okay.
Pick 21, we'll take Nevitt. I forget his first name.
Zach Taylor.
Kid from Geelong. And with our next pick, we will take one of Zach Taylor, Sam Butler, or Judson Clark.
I reckon.
I don't want Judson Clark because I feel like his family still made a typo on his birth certificate. His name should have been Hudson. And Jay got chucked in.
like the Jalen Rose theory that he was the first Jalen. I still maintain that I was the first Hudson.
What?
You know, Jalen Rose is like I was.
No,
the
I
first
do.
Jalen.
But I know Jalen, like, has to be... I would love to prove him wrong, I reckon.
There's got to be more Jalens, but all the Jalens I know are young.
Yeah. Are you the first Hudson? I don't think so.
As a person, there was the Hudson Hornet.
Nah.
There would-
No.
There would be more
I
Hudsons,
still don't
but
know
they're
what...
all.
Is that from Cars?
No, it's like a thing. There'd be other Hudsons, but like I popularised it.
Oh, right. Okay, well, that's fine.
Because
yeah,
of
I
his
agree with that. You're a good
Hudson
bloke.
Young, rugby league player. See, look, he's only 23. He must know me.
Type in oldest Hudson.
Because, like, you're not. You're just not.
Anthony Hudson.
It's funny.
his last name.
You're not, but I can't name any. Or, like, if this is
That's
a
what I'm
court of
saying.
law, you would win.
That's what I'm saying. Because it's the same as like Jalen Rose. It's like other Jalens.
Google Hudson as a first name, and there's actually a website, and it's got a graph of like popularity over time.
Son of Hugh.
It
Can't go to that website.
go back. Why?
Don't know.
Hudson. Try that one. No, it's. I think it's one under it.
Oh, okay.
One of those websites.
There was an explorer named Henry Hudson.
Yeah, see, that doesn't
It's all
count.
Surnames.
No, it doesn't count.
No, that's what I'm saying.
If it's not, there you go.
1995. See, I was born in 94.
Oh, and that's when the graph started.
The graph started in 95.
1995.
I was
Surely
born in
not.
1994.
Nah. They can't wait. Okay, this is going to be an ongoing thing. We need to get back to you, and we're going to do some really solid research.
Yeah,
because-
well, I'm going to need you to because I'm just saying.
But you know what? This doesn't reflect well on him.
Why?
It reflects well on your parents. They
No,
named
no,
you.
I'm not saying that I'm the king
No,
of
no,
the
no.
world.
But the thing is, like when he said,
But I
"Hi, I'm
probably should
Hudson."
be.
Hi, I'm Hudson. I was like, okay. I wasn't like, "Hi, I'm fucking."
Hayam.
Hey.
Hi, I'm. But like,
Hi-am,
you know what I
hi-am.
mean? I wasn't like, "That's a weird name."
Well, no, because that's what I'm
Black
saying.
Francis was a weird name.
Yeah, that was no, but it's not weird because the singer of the Pixies is named Black Francis.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just. That's a weird name. He's the only Black Francis, surely. Oh no, he wouldn't be. No, he wouldn't be. No, it wouldn't be.
What's the main song? It's in my head, but I can't.
Where is my mind? Where is?
Do you know that's Orange Cassidy's entrance music?
Is it?
They bought it.
Right.
AEW bought the rights
Well, that's
to
the
it.
Pixies. Yeah. So Hudson, I am the first.
But it's also spelt here as HUDSYN.
Different spellings, yeah.
That's very interesting.
Hudson Hawk was the title name of a movie with Bruce Willis. Although popular today, there are very few famous people with the first name Hudson.
Do you know Katy Perry's real name is Katie Hudson? So she obviously didn't go by Kate Hudson because her name would have been Kate Hudson.
Katie Hudson, yeah, but she changed it so it would not be too close to actress Kate Hudson. Ernie Hudson's here, Rock Hudson, Jennifer Hudson. Simon.
Okay, join us next week when we run through Simon.
Hudson has become one of the most popular boys' names in the country. It was rarely used in the 1900s and then dropped off. That's a dumb sentence. It was rarely used in the 1900s, then dropped off.
And what's the last sentence, Simon? Beginning a surge in popularity in what year?
1996.
That's what I'm saying.
But surely you're not the first.
Well, I'm telling you. No, so there is actually someone local. I know this for a fact because it's friends of friends that they were having a baby. They had a son, and they had the son maybe 2 or 3 weeks after they were at a party that I was at, and have been quoted as saying that we really liked when people were shouting Hudson.
You must have been fucking lit that
I
night.
was like, I'm a superstar. It's as good as it gets for me. First ever Hudson.
There you go.
Can we, because no one listens, that's going to copyright us, can we finish off with a song since you said lit? If you play one, and I want to know if you know what the song is.
Yeah.
Because the band Lit have one of the best one-hit wonders of all time. I think I showed you during the week. Yep. One of the best one-hit wonder songs of all time, and no one talks about it.
What is it?
It's called My Own Worst Enemy.
Oh, I know this one.
On every American Pie movie ever.
Yeah,
Even if
it
it was
is.
never on an American Pie
Yeah.
movie, it's every American Pie movie.
No, that's Sum 41.
Oh, okay. I did think that
You
was
know
that.
what?
Yep.
Yeah, I know what you're thinking of. Sorry,
How
we
many
can-
views has this had? This video?
43 million.
43 million.
You're thinking of this song. Hold on.
Tell me.
No, I don't know. I bet it's going to be exactly the same as what I did. Nah, I don't know. It's something different. Anyway.
Hang on.
Well, we better end it here.
Nah, it wasn't quite that, but I can't even do it again.
Yeah, no, I don't.
Footy.
Whoa, Black Betty, Bam-a-lam. Is it
Whoa!
that?
Anyway, we've loved you listening if you've listened.
He'll caress it down someone's throat.
Yeah, so we'll probably do a few more of these.
Over summer.
Not really based off anything, but we're
After
just...
the draft, we'll do one just to talk about the kids.
Nah,
and
fuck
us-
footy. We're not a footy podcast
No.
anymore.
We'll ask Simmo about the cool names because there's a few this year that might
Yeah.
get to have really cool.
But I think we're going to do a wine podcast soon.
I can do a wine podcast. Well, we do a wine podcast every time Gratzy's on. All he does is wine.
Hey!
There's hold on, go to the
Hang
first
on,
page.
wait. I'll
Wait
edit
for
this. Edit this gap. No.
Wait, I thought it was going to be
edit
this. Very sad for me.
There
Oh,
it is.
okay,
there
yes.
it is.
I'm glad I've blown my nose since then.
Yeah, so am I. All right, we're going to end it there, but we're probably going to do a few more over summer. Drinking a couple of beers, a few wines, and a few whiskeys.
Summer
Whiskeys.
Thanks, Basil. I
Thanks,
just want to
Basil.
give you a bit of an insight into the Saturday afternoon
Summer
team.
loving.
We're a bunch of unique individuals. Malthouse, Harley, Zemplis, McLaughlin,
Simmo.
and myself. We're going to engage with our minds and our hearts.
Ass.
We're going to exchange ideas, thoughts, and even our energy. And to speak from your heart, you need to have courage. You need to be honest and authentic. We're not always going to get it right. And sometimes you're not going to agree with us. But that's okay. Because just like you, we care. Just like you, we're passionate about the game. So if you want to come along for the ride, join us on Saturday Arvos because we just love the footy.
Border Barrels Summer Edition.